Welcome back to the big question. Our guest tonight, Gatundu South Member of Parliament, Moses Kuria, the man in the eye of the storm now for alleged incitement and propagating tribal hatred. We are asking tonight, is he a rogue leader? Keep talking to us on 22422 or on Twitter using the hashtag the big question. What do you think? Yes or no? Plus your comment. Kuria, of course, this is not the first time we've had Kuria being mentioned in controversy. May 16, 2014, he posted a Facebook message predicting violence in retaliation to terror attacks. And May 26, 2014, he was summoned by the National Cohesion and Integration Commission for that. And after that, of course, we saw his Facebook account being pulled down, but he's clarifying that this happened actually in January this year. And then June 26, 2014, he was charged in court for hate speech. That case is still going on. And January 12, 2014, he apologized for linking certain communities to terrorism and violence. But then a day after that, he posted alleged hate messages or remarks on Facebook again. And NCIC and LSK withdrew from the conciliation process, which they had started with the Gatundu South Member of Parliament. And of course, the latest, a video of Kuria propagating hate speech posted online. Keep talking to us on 22422 or on Twitter using the hashtag the big question. Our guest tonight, like I said, Gatundu South Member of Parliament, Moses Kuria. Thank you so much for making time for the big question tonight.
Thank you, Hussein. Thank you.
Of course, going by what we've seen, you've always claimed innocence, and sometimes you say you're being misquoted. Let me start with the latest one, what happened, and for clarity, actually, because we've heard you say what was said by the media is not what, I mean, it was misconstrued. But then we saw you again on Sunday at a rally, I think in Lari, saying you'll not stop doing what you're doing in terms of defending development. What do you think of the video, or what you said? Was that hate speech?
First of all, whatever we have on the screen says propagating hate speech. I hope you need to see the need to explain yourself and not say that is alleged. Yeah?
I said alleged.
Yeah, because that is a kind of misinformation that has been going on. Let me say something. I know this matter is coming up in the court soon, so I'll have my day in court.
Yes.
That Kenyans will be shocked to know that the event that I'm supposed to have said these inciting remarks on the 26th of June 2015. And actually this story actually came out a whole 13 days after. After a lot of mischievous editing. Up to now, no media house. No media house can tell you that they have the full footage of what was said. And I challenge any media house to go out there and give me the raw footage of that particular meeting, because it was nothing but, you know, very devious, very intelligent and very calculated editing of what happened, and getting patches from here and there. And I must say that this country is going far in terms of journalism. If somebody can be able to concoct all that and come up with what we saw online, it's just sad. And you know, in December last year, when we were passing the security laws, I was trying to check, I didn't get time to check, and maybe you could help me.
Yeah.
Because we said in the security laws that any media house that broadcasts inciting messages is liable. Yeah? So either I did not incite, or media houses need to go into jail.
Let me ask you a question. You're saying the video we saw, you didn't say what we saw. You didn't say that. Did you say that? We didn't say that. And actually, Kenyans are asking, like Mark from Karachonyo is saying, why don't you play that clip so that Kuria can explain where this patching was made?
You know, if you need to play the full footage, so that people can be able to see the context. Because, you know, I mean, I'm not new to media. I mean, I know how editing happens, and I know how the studios take place. I mean, I know what happens in the newsrooms. I know what happens behind the computers. I know what happens in the editing. Okay. And what I'm saying is the full footage of what my speech was somewhere in the region of 45 minutes.
Okay. Let us. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Maybe we didn't get the whole clip.
Yeah.
And I cannot speak.
I think it's something I've taken up with Mr. Harun Mwangi of Media Council.
I cannot speak for the Kenyan media, Honorable Moses Kuria. Yeah. And fair enough to you, maybe you're saying we didn't get the whole raw footage. But kindly, if we can see that clip, then you can explain to us.
That is not right. That's not fair. I walk out of this studio because the same thing I'm complaining, that's my whole defense, even in court. Because you cannot purport to say you pick something from here, you pick something from there.
And that is why I want you to explain.
If you come to my industry, which is politics, for example, you deserve fairness, isn't it?
Fine, we are giving.
If I come to your industry, which is media,
yes,
I deserve fairness.
You deserve fairness, no problem. But that's why we are saying it's alleged hate speech.
Yeah,
it's alleged incitement.
Yeah, but you cannot.
But you are saying
the whole alleging.
Okay, sorry for that. If you may, because you're saying there was some patchings done, some editings done. Why can't you play the footage so that you can tell us?
I agree with you, Hussein. I agree with you, Hussein. I agree with you, Hussein, because my whole point is play the entire footage for 45 minutes. I'm not going anywhere. I've gotten leave from. We don't have. Yeah. Play 45 minutes. Play the entire footage. They say, look, this was the entire footage. Now this is a patch-up work, but you cannot play patch-up work and you claim, you start from there. You take that advantage. You take the monopoly of misinforming Kenyans. You entrench the whole unfairness thing that I'm really complaining about here.
Fine. You have every right to complain. You're being investigated actually now for that.
Yeah.
You are saying there was some patchings done.
Yes.
It is only fair as well for Kenyans who are wondering why you have to say what you say to explain where these patchings are done.
You are from Royal Media Services.
Right.
Where did you get the footage from?
We got
answer that question.
We got a footage
you had a reporter on the ground. You had a reporter on the ground. Give me the name of your correspondent. He was not there. I know your correspondent. Who was
Honorable
not there?
Moses Kuria.
Somebody from the opposition comes there. Takes some time. All that.
Honorable Moses Kuria. Let's first have some decorum. We of course have a way we do things in Royal Media. We have correspondents all over this country. So did you have our correspondent gave us that footage, and I think it's only fair.
You have the full footage.
Let us play the footage. Let us play the clip. Let us play the clip, and you can explain.
You are not going to do what you do to Kenyans every day. You go out there, you prejudice them, you show Kenyans what Kenyans.
How is this prejudice?
Why can't you answer this question? You got some selectively edited footage. You played the footage out
for
there.
The sake of clarity.
You already prejudiced the case. I have got a case going on in court. I am not going to allow you.
Okay, you want fairness, isn't it?
Yes.
You want me to be fair to you?
Yes.
I'm always fair.
Yes.
Why don't you always also be fair to us?
I want to be fair to you, but my whole point, and this is very important.
Be fair to Kenyans and explain where this thing was patched up.
Right? This is not just about my opinion.
Okay, let's play the footage.
All right. Thank you. No le ule adu tayari ugea matoa ku he adu ugea matoa kweli na maidomo magi moja tola kwa na rais vitu dani tamodo ile kaide mwele na kila igire mwabe mokana mafaka manyi mafaka utama gutugutatu no maigua moto ziore kama mkaze hamukale kelio kwa kana toto wake mimi nataka kusema najua ule mtu wa Dawidi alisema ati nyinyi sijui ni milisi ya Jubilee hapa Katoro nyinyi ni milisi ya yangu mimi sitaki ujinga nimewapatia mapanga kata mtu kama mtapata na sio yangu sababu mimi mwenyewe ni yangu sababu ya kulinda ile maendeleo ambao mimi na mheshimiwa rais tunaleta hapa Katungo.
Moses Kuria, like you have seen there, the Katundu South Member of Parliament, has walked out of studio because we decided to play that clip, which he says has been edited. Of course, we wanted to play that clip so that he could explain, because from that clip, it's very clear what he is saying. It's not for us, of course, to say that because there's an investigation going on, and that is why we made it very clear it's alleged incitement and alleged propagating of tribal hatred. Of course, he walked out when we asked that he tells us from that footage to explain to us where exactly he thinks this editing was done on what he has said. And of course, we have his immediate reaction. We're going to play that to you right now. Do we have that? We have that right now. Let's say that.
The other day on Sunday, I think on Saturday, the deputy president, the former vice president Kalonzo Musyoka talked very ill about NYS, talking about how State House is showing public affection to a cabinet secretary. Now, what is that? And you want us to keep quiet about those things? Long gone are the days when these people used to do whatever they want to do, nobody answers them back. I have no regrets. I am working with NYS in my constituency. My people are not allergic to development. If other people are allergic to development, my people are not, and they are going to guard jealously the development that's happening there. I have no regrets whatsoever.
And we have him also giving an apology later on in Parliament. We'll get there shortly. Of course, he said after that he had been misquoted. That is exactly why we wanted Honorable Moses Kuria in studio tonight to explain to us why or how he was misquoted. We gave him, of course, that chance, but he says he walked out. You saw that a few minutes ago. Gabi Auka from Embakasi, Nairobi, on our big question tonight, whether Moses Kuria is a rogue leader, says his reckless yes, he's a rogue leader. His reckless statements and loose tongue should be tamed. He's not a responsible leader and has no room in the current society. Shame on him. And then we have somebody says, no, he's not. Why pick on Kuria? And yet there are so many like him who talk, behave, and do what he does. Keep talking to us on 22422 or on Twitter using the hashtag #TheBigQuestion. We're back after this break.